Well, hello everyone. A great big hello to all of my fellow adventure seekers out there. Whether you like to go out to these really cool places and, experience it yourself, or just watch it on TV, you've come to the right place. I'm out here at one of my favorite places, Hatfield's Hideout and Riverfront Cabins. We got a new bubble tent. It's clear. And some of you saw where I took it out, out in the woods a few days ago in the rain, and just had a really good time out in the rain. We just out in the wilderness, took a diesel heater, to keep it warm and all that kind of stuff. I figured I'd try it with power and just see how much I like that. So I brought my bubble tent and brought me a great big old canopy too. And I'm going to set me up a really cool little spot right there. And for the next day or so, this is my house, guys. I live right here on this little spot. Well, I got my tent set up and I got my camp all set up and all ready to go. And I was thinking before I left the house when I was planning this trip, Heather asked me, are you sure you want to do, a clear tent in a public campground? And yeah, I do. I'd do it in a Barbie tent if I had a nice big one, and I bet it would get a lot of views too. I bet a big Barbie tent would get Barbie castle. Yeah, they'd get all kinds of views. But anyway, I got a little bit of a good news, bad news thing going on. The good news, that was it. That was the good news right there. The tent is set up and we're ready to go for the night. We've got everything, TV, all that stuff is good to go, and whole 9 yards. Bad news is I'm trapped. Trapped like a rat. My brake line blew out coming in, and I didn't really pay that. I noticed it, but we were okay, right? Came on down, parked, got everything, parked right there, got everything unloaded, and got everything all set up and all put together. Went to flip the truck back around, back this way, and guess what? Brake line is gone. The driver's side front wheel. Yeah, it's brake fluid everywhere, Yeah, one of those situations. So yeah, we're gonna have to deal with that. But I spoke to Hank. He was out here cutting some grass earlier, and he thought he had some brake line, and he went down and checked, but he must have cleaned it out. And Jamie also, Jamie takes care of the place. Hank, he takes care of the campers, cuts the grass, all this kind of stuff. Happened to see Jamie. Hey Jamie, is there any way you could pick me up a bottle of brake fluid just to get me to the, get to the garage? Which I don't know if that's going to be a thing now. But anyway, yeah, she went and got me a bottle of brake fluid. It's just like right there. But anyway, she wouldn't take any money for it. I tried to give her money back and she would not take it. So thank you, Jamie. I very much appreciate you. Very much anyway. Appreciate all of y'all. Very much so. But waiting on, there's 2 garages. One I'm waiting on a reply from. The other one, the bigger one, is booked. He said he's got 3 big jobs tomorrow. He said if you want to drop it off right now, I could maybe do it first thing in the morning, but I kind of doubt it. I don't think I'll be able to get to it, to be honest with you. So I put out a couple feelers, and luckily I'm actually, in Mate One. Got a lot of friends in the area. So, we put out a couple little feelers. Hey, I'm over here at Chancey's and blew out a brake line. I could use an assist here. So, yeah, it's going to be the trip just got a lot more interesting, didn't it? The trip just got a whole lot more interesting, because tomorrow is pack-up day, and I can pack up. I just can't leave. Well, I can leave, but I can't stop. That would be, it's kind of a prerequisite too. But anyway, I got a nice little setup, you know. Got my little stove out here, you know. Put my table outside and got that all set up. Gonna make me some barbecue pulled pork later with some Hawaiian rolls. Now, that sounds pretty good. But for now, I got my zipper fixed. Those of you saw in the other video, the zipper messed up. I got it back together. I'm gonna, at some point between now and tomorrow, I brought some thread. I'm gonna put a stitch on each one of those. See how that one's all the way up, to stop it from going all the way up. So, minor little change. But other than that, we are set up in here and good to go. And it's pretty warm right now, you know, out in the sun. This thing would be great in the winter. It would be awesome. But I've got my windows open and got my doors open. Problem is, you can't really open them all the way, you know. That right there is pretty good, but if you open them all the way, you know, you can see how it deforms, you know, just a little bit. This rod right here isn't pulled in as tight as it needs to be, so when a wind comes, you know, it pushes it in, it jumps back out, but still. Anyway, I can see that's what happened to the zipper, no doubt. See how that one goes all the way up. I'll have to put a stitch right there to stop it from going up so high. But we'll get those, no biggie. That shouldn't take 10 minutes. Alright, anyway, let's relax a little bit. I've been at it ever since I got here, setting all this stuff up, and, you know, on PM here and phone call there, and, you know, letting Heather know, you know, hey, I'm alive, but I ain't got no brakes. So I may have to address that. Anyway, all right, back to camping. I'll try not to mention brakes anymore. I'll do my best. Brakes. All right, I quit. All right, back to the camping, y'all. I'll quit. All right, it is going to be a really pretty night, and it's going to be a full moon tonight too. So, you know, once I take the rain fly off and have just the clear dome, that should look really good. I should have a spectacular view of the night sky tonight. And I've got a little heater. It's supposed to be high 40s, low 50s, something like that tonight. So I've got me a little heater set up in there, and it holds heat really well. I've only tested it once other than this, but it held heat really well. It's going to be a little bit warmer this time than it was last time. Last time it was pouring rain in that clear tent, and it was awesome. It was just buckets and loads of fun. Very much enjoyed it. But we'll see what it's like to camp out tonight under the full moon, you know. And I'll have me a clear view. The dome, I'll take the rain fly off a little later, and I'll have me a clear view of the night sky tonight. The moon should come up right over here somewhere. Just guess it. Should be a spectacular view tonight. It'd be a great night if it weren't for brakes. Well, it's getting real pretty out here. The sun has set here. I can still see it on the mountain over there, but it's set here, and yeah, everything going well. I got the thread out and sewed up. Had a little problem with the door, so I got that fixed, and I don't know if you can see it or not, but put a stitch right there. You know, new zipper stops. I did this side too. I didn't do the other door, just did this one. It'll keep for now, and I've got the sewing stuff in the backpack if I need it. But yeah, little news, a little update on the thing we won't mention, the brakes. Sent my cousin Melvin a PM and told him about it, you know, told him what was going on, and he started gathering up, you know, parts and stuff and brake lines, so forth. And yeah, apparently he's actually on his way. He just sent me a PM. He's actually on his way now. Now, how's that for a cool cousin, right? Anyway, all right, let me get cooled out here. It's get my top took off. It's just about that time to go full bubble mode, you know, once it gets dark. But I figure they'll probably, I don't know if they're gonna try to fix it today or just check it out or what, I don't know. But we got some mechanics on the way, 2 of them. Can't beat that, can you? Well, guess what? And there goes my cousin Melvin and Dale, good friend of his, good friend of mine too. Anyway, guess what? The truck's brakes are fixed. We have a vehicle again. I'm no longer trapped. Imagine that. Had to semi-bleed them. I'll have to, you know, take it by shop. They do an auto bleed on it and bleed the lines a little bit better, but got plenty brake. She's good enough to drive, so we're good to go. That's good news. That's cool, ain't it, to have somebody, you know, have some family, you know, that'll actually run out and give you a hand, won't leave you, you know, out in the campground to die. But anyway, all right, let me get back to getting in the mood to do some camping and get some lights up and get the top off of it. It looks like some stars should be coming out pretty soon. It's not quite dark yet, but it's getting there. It's getting a little bit chillier too. I can feel a definite drop in the temperature. But so far, I've got one neighbor just showed up. Hank said I've got another one right beside him. So they're together, I'm guessing. But anyway, all right, I'm going to get off here and get set up, get situated, get me some coffee going. It's getting kind of cool. So at least now that we got that done, I'm happy now. All right, back to the fun. Well, I'm inside my little tent and got my heater going. Let me get a little light. It's really nice in here. It's they've changed the forecast, by the way. They've revised it down. They're now saying around 40 tonight, possibly 38. So I mean, come on, you know, 38 to, you know, 55. That's a pretty big difference, you know. And then last second, oh yeah, it's gonna be cold. But that's all right. We got heat. We're good to go. All right, we'll see y'all in a little while. Let's turn the TV back on, and yeah, I'll pick out something to watch and get some pulled pork started and move on with the night. I like it. And I like it a lot. We're in full bubble mode at this point. Got the rain cover off of it, and nothing but a, would say a clear view of the sky, but it's kind of cloudy. There's a full moon right there, just right over top of me. I'll show it to you in a second. I see a gap in the clouds. There's a little speck of light from the moon. I don't know. Yeah, not enough for the GoPro. We'll come back to that. Anyway, we'll circle back around to that. It looks pretty good though. I like it. It's very comfy in there, by the way. Very warm and very cozy. Got a thermostat. Set it wherever you want it. Got a really good view too. Of course, everybody else has a good view of you, but you know, I'll just try not to scratch my butt in my sleep too much, I guess. That's my plan anyway. I like it though. Nice and big. Plenty of room. All kinds of room. I can see the moon up there. I just can't catch it. I still see a gap coming. Should be here in a minute. But yeah, doing really well. Now that we've got, you know, all of our little issues taken care of, everything seems to be going really well. Little tikis died soon. They didn't have much of a chance to charge though. They weren't out in the sun that much. There's a gap. It's coming. It looks really cool in person. I don't know if y'all can even see it. There's a gap in the clouds coming, but it is really pretty. Oh, I know something. Hang on. I know a trick. What's this? Hang on. Let me get my stuff situated. See if this will work better. Oh. There it is. The gap right there. Sometimes this will work. That is really cool though. Let me get over and see if I can get a picture of that. Wow. Look at that moon. Oh, there's a big opening in the clouds. Looks like they're about gone. That'll work. This is fun though, I like it. I can't wait to play with this thing in the snow. It's fun in the rain too. Alright, I'm going to try to get off here and try to get a cool picture or two. I'll be back. Well, it looks like perfect timing. Heater just kicked off. Looks like it is just about dinner time. Look at that. It's bubbling away. It's Jack Daniel's pulled pork. And I got some macaroni salad and some sweet Hawaiian buns. Oh, that should be pretty good. Let me kill the heat on that. Oh, other way. That should work pretty good. And I've had AC/DC on, doing a little bit of, you know, money talks, you know. Something about a good song, you know, just kind of get you in the mood, you know what I mean? But anyway, yeah, it's pretty dark out there. Pretty dark. Got me a little fire going over there. I don't know how well y'all can see it, but got me a good little fire going. I can see it from here. I can't feel it from here, but I can see it. So I guess that counts, all right? I've got me a fire. That's the main thing. But anyway, all right, let's get off here and I guess put me a sandwich or two together and pick me out a movie and relax for a little while. Hopefully won't have any more problems on this little trip and everything will go smoothly. Once I get done eating, I'll go ahead and take the silver top off. I left it on for now because it reflects light, but I guess as soon as I get done eating, I'll go ahead and take that off. And the moon, it's behind a cloud right now. It's right over there. I saw it a few minutes ago and then a cloud came and hit it. So she should be back out in a minute. I see something up on the mountain up there. See a little red light, trail rider or something, way up on the mountain. Very nice in here though. It's really warm and very comfy. I got the heater on low and actually have the door cracked just a little tiny bit, you know, a little fresh air in. But yeah, very comfy, very comfortable. Alright, let's get off here and make a sandwich. Put me a couple sandwiches together, get me some potato salad, and get ready to have some dinner. And then we'll pull the top off and continue on with our night. Dinner is served. That looks pretty good, doesn't it? Hawaiian buns, all warm. Look at that. Look at that. That looks pretty good. I got a bunch of macaroni salad ready to go. Not bad. Not bad at all. All right. Here we go. Ready for the taste test? Get done eating, we'll do the top, but for now, let's do some snacking first. I'm starving. It's been a long day, in case I didn't mention that earlier. That will do. Very good. Sweet, smoky, very good. I have more barbecue than I have bun. I've got 2 buns. Still got some more barbecue over in the pan, so yeah, if anybody wants some barbecue, you know, just bring some buns, because I only had 2. And come on up, have some barbecue. I was willing, it counts, right? But anyway, yeah, this is very nice, very cozy little setup. I like this tent, that clear vinyl. I mean, that stuff, it just really holds heat real well. I like it. I like it a lot. Kind of looking forward to that too, you know, just kind of kick back later and just watch the stars, you know. Sounds like fun. All right, let's get off here and have some dinner. I'll see you guys in a few. Good morning from inside this sleeping bag. See, how many YouTubers take you right in a sleeping bag with them? None. Because it's weird. Anyway, good morning, everybody. I slept really good last night. I mean, I slept like a baby. Bed is just so comfy and warm, and you know, you just kind of snuggle right on in there, you know. The moon last night, it went right through there. I woke up several times, the sky cleared, and the moon was just as bright and pretty, and I mean, it was just like right there. You could reach up and grab it and put it in your pocket. It was really cool. I guess it's about time to get up and have coffee going. Get my day started. Yeehaw. Although napping some more sounds pretty good too. But I think I should probably get up and get going before that sun gets here. Not gonna be real hot today, so I guess I got the cover too. So yeah. Good morning. I don't want to roll out of bed, but you got to, I guess, at some point, right? It's one of those situations where you're really comfy and cozy. You don't really want to get up, but I guess we have to. I guess that's the way it works, right? You sleep at night and get up in the morning. I suppose that's how it works. Well, it's about 10 a.m. The sun's out. Beautiful day. My neighbors just pulled out a few minutes ago. You can still hear them over there heading up into the mountains on the West Virginia side. A bunch of dudes from Ohio, you know, just out goofing off, having a good time. But anyway, it's been, like I said, been a great morning. It's about 52 right now. It's not real warm, but it's warm enough, you know, decent, warm enough. But yeah, so I've discovered that the tent, you know, I had to put the top back on, you know, sunshade, keep some of the temperature down. But I've discovered that I can regulate, if the sun's on it, I can regulate the temperature with how much door I open up. This one here, you know, just walking in and out, but that one, I've got it, I've got that door set for 72 degrees. We'll put it that way. I noticed too something else. Check this out. It's like plush carpet, where you've got the grass underneath and the tent floor, and then these, it's plush. I'm wearing house shoes, by the way. Yeah, just enjoying my morning. Been out flying the drone. Flew it for a little while, had some fun with it. That was pretty cool. But yeah, watched a little TV and just kind of hung out and had me a good little morning. I said that too many times, didn't I? Anyway, all right, I guess I'll get back to it. Probably turn some music on here in a second and get started packing up some little things. But it's really nice in here. It's like I said, it's about right at 72. Perfect, ideal temperature in here. That's pretty cool to know that you could take something like this out in some cooler weather. You know, if I were to close that up, close both up, I would say that in like 32 degrees, you'd probably still be what, 40s, 50s in here for sure. You know, it would warm up a little bit at least. But so far so good. I like the little tent. And now that I've got some stops where in theory my zipper can't break on me anymore, hopefully it'll last through the winter anyway. I really like it. I really do. It's fun, you know. It's a little awkward. It is a little awkward, I'll be honest about it. But yeah, once I went to sleep, you know, you're in your sleeping bag, you know, I just covered up and went to sleep. No problem at all. Slept like a baby. I really did. Woke up though and had the clear top, you know, and the full moon passing over was absolutely beautiful. Just to look up and see it, you know, just passing overhead. That was really cool. I enjoyed that. It's like sleeping out under the stars, but in a temperature controlled little bubble, you know, literally, I guess. But yeah, it was very cool. Very cool. I'm going to enjoy this winter too. I'm going to enjoy the hell out of this winter. All right, let's get back to it. I guess I need to get started packing up some little things, putting some things away, and get ready to head out. All right, let's get to it. Well, it's about 11 and it's warmed up real nice. It's a real pretty day. Supposed to be only like 61 today is what they're forecasting, but it feels like it's pretty close to that now. But anyway, I was working and you know, got a little bit of it done, table, and started on the bed and some of this stuff. But figured I'd take a break and get the drone out. You know, the battery just happened to finish charging. Oh, hey, look at that. So got the drone out, and I mean, I did this once before, you know, just where you're like in the zone with the thing, you know, like you're not here at the time. You're down there somewhere doing a high speed turn, drifting around a curve at 38 miles an hour. You're not here anymore, you know. You're locked in on the screen and you're just in the zone like a video game or something. That was really cool. I was, yeah, high speed turns and like 6 feet off the ground and just doing laps. Left turn at the bathroom. That was fun. I did like one, like, you know, like a high speed from behind kind of thing. You know what I mean? I could just hear it buzzing up behind me the last second I did that anyway. Gave it a little extra leeway just to be sure. I could just imagine that thing embedding in the back of my head. Yeah. But yeah, that was a lot of fun. I enjoyed that. This has been a great little trip. The views last night, I mean, the Apple phone did okay, it looked like on the screen, but in person it was just absolutely spectacular. You know, every time I would look up, it was just the most amazing view ever every time. Well, that's it. We've got it all packed up and loaded up and ready to go. Hard to believe had all that junk there just a few hours ago, isn't it? A little home. Not anymore, it's grass now. Just some grass. Kind of depressing looking grass. It looked so much better with, you know, a clear bubble tent sitting there. You can see the outline where it was. Anyway, guys, all right. It's been a great little trip. I've had all kinds of fun out here, you know, playing with the bubble tent and watching the stars and full moon go by, and just look at that, just beautiful. The trees, they're a little bit past peak at this point, I do believe. There's still some yellows and reds and golds and stuff like that, but I believe we're pretty much past the peak, and won't be long. Cold weather will be here. We're expecting, actually we're expecting some possible snow flurries this weekend. You know, some really cold weather. Well, not really cold, but really cold for this time of year anyway. But anyway, guys, all right, let's get on out of here, and we will see you guys on the next adventure.